Dear Chosen One, have you ever experienced an inexplicable pain, maybe a pressure in your chest, a weight on your shoulders, or an overwhelming fatigue that you couldn't quite explain? These physical pains may seem strange or even alarming, but did you know they could be connected to something much deeper? What if these sensations are more than just random discomforts? Could they be signs of your spiritual journey, signals that God is preparing you for a greater purpose? Today, we're going to talk about something very important that all chosen ones go through, but few truly understand: the physical pains that arise without explanation. These pains are not ordinary. They often carry profound spiritual meanings. If you have ever felt any of these sensations, it's likely that your body is reacting to something greater, something beyond the physical realm. Chosen ones have a special connection with the divine, and these pains are messages from God meant to guide you, prepare you, and help you grow in your mission. These experiences are part of your spiritual awakening, which all chosen ones must face. In this video, I will be discussing 7 specific physical pains that many chosen ones experience and what they truly mean. Each one is directly connected to your journey and purpose. If you've ever gone through these sensations, stay with me until the end, because this may change the way you view these pains. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to thank all of you who have generously supported the channel through Super Thanks. Your contributions mean so much, and I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. Your support helps me continue to create meaningful content to guide us on our shared journey. As we explore this topic, I want to encourage you to leave a comment below with the number 999 if you've experienced any of these sensations. Let's connect and support each other as we walk this path together. Remember, while this content provides spiritual insight, it does not replace professional medical advice. If you experience persistent or severe pain, always consult a healthcare provider. Here, we will focus on the spiritual aspect of these pains and how they are part of your unique path as a chosen one. Now, let's dive into understanding the signs your body has been sending. If you want to continue receiving guidance and insights for your spiritual journey, be sure to follow the channel and turn on your notifications. Together, we'll uncover the true meaning behind these physical pains. Let's begin. God's chosen ones, you all feel these pains in your body. Chest pain, opening of the spiritual heart. Chest pain is one of the most striking sensations that a chosen one can experience. Have you ever felt a heaviness in your chest, a weight that seems to press against your heart, but without any clear physical cause? It's as if there's an unseen force pushing you from within. This sensation, though seemingly uncomfortable, is far more than a simple physical ailment. It is a deep spiritual signal that something profound is happening within you. It is the moment when your heart begins its transformation, expanding to absorb more light, love, and energy than ever before. For many of you, this pain feels almost like a pressure that won't go away, but there's a reason for it. It is the manifestation of the spiritual heart, or the heart chakra opening. Just as the physical heart pumps blood through the body, your spiritual heart is being expanded to allow deeper levels of understanding, empathy, and connection. It is becoming more attuned to the world and the emotions of those around you. Have you noticed how, lately, you might be feeling what others feel, even without them speaking a word? It's as though your emotions are blending with theirs, and you're absorbing the energies of the environment without even realizing it. This can feel overwhelming at times, but it is a clear sign that you are evolving spiritually. You are becoming more attuned to the divine energies at work within and around you. The opening of your spiritual heart allows you to experience deeper, more profound levels of love, compassion, and empathy. As you walk through life, the world begins to look different. You see people not just with your eyes but with your heart. You understand their struggles, their joys, their pain. It's as if you are not merely observing the world, but feeling it from the inside out. This shift can be both beautiful and intense, as it allows you to connect with others on a much deeper level. But it also brings challenges. The more you open your heart to love, the more you may feel the pain and suffering of others. Can you imagine carrying the weight of someone else's grief or sorrow? This might drain you emotionally, but it is all part of your spiritual journey. This process of emotional transformation is critical for the chosen ones. It's as though God is refining your heart, purifying it so that it can hold more love, more understanding, and more grace. This chest pain is not a punishment or a burden. It is a divine blessing. God is preparing you for something greater. Your heart is being adjusted to carry more light and more purpose. Think about how the most precious metals go through a refining process to remove impurities and become more valuable. Similarly, your heart is being refined through this pain to reflect God's love more clearly. In the Bible, 1 Peter 1:6-7 reminds us, "In all this you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed." This verse emphasizes that the trials and pains you experience are not without purpose. They are a part of a greater plan. As your heart is purified, it becomes more aligned with God's will, preparing you for a life of purpose and fulfillment. Have you ever thought about how difficult it must be to feel the suffering of others so deeply? It's not easy. But Mother Teresa, known for her work with the poorest of the poor, often spoke of the emotional toll of her mission. She said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." Mother Teresa's heart was so open to the pain of others that she became a beacon of light for millions. This deep empathy, though painful, became her greatest strength. Just as she was refined by her love and service to others, you too are being shaped into a vessel of love, one that can carry the burdens of the world while radiating compassion. However, as your heart opens and expands, you may find that you become more sensitive to the world around you. Have you noticed that sometimes, after being in a group of people or in certain environments, you feel drained or overwhelmed? This is because you are more attuned to the energies around you, and being in a charged environment can amplify your chest pain. Your heightened sensitivity means that you absorb more emotions, and this can sometimes feel like too much to carry. It's crucial, therefore, to protect your energy. Take moments of solitude, find time to pray, and ask God to surround you with His protection. Take deep breaths and visualize a calming, healing light surrounding your chest, bringing balance and peace. Matthew 11:28-30 offers a comforting reminder. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." Jesus invites you to bring your burdens to Him, to rest in His embrace. When the weight of the world feels too heavy, know that you do not have to carry it alone. God is with you, providing you the strength and peace to navigate through the pain. Do you trust that He will guide you through this journey? As you navigate this opening of your spiritual heart, think about the story of Oprah Winfrey, who, despite facing immense personal struggles, became a source of hope and inspiration for millions. She often speaks about her difficult childhood and how she overcame her challenges to become a powerful force for good. Her journey, like yours, was one of deep personal transformation, where pain became a stepping stone toward her purpose. In her own words, Turn your wounds into wisdom. Just like Oprah, your pain is not the end, but the beginning of something much greater, a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. In these moments of growth and transformation, remember the wisdom in Psalm 34:18, which says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." When you feel emotionally drained, remember that God is closest to you in those moments. Your chest pain, though difficult, is an opportunity for growth. It is a sign that your heart is being prepared for something greater. Do not fear it, but embrace it as part of the divine process that is shaping you. Lastly, as you continue to walk through this transformative journey, remember that every step you take is part of God's plan. You are not alone in this process. Just as J.K. Rowling faced rejection after rejection before finding success, your pain will eventually lead to greater strength and understanding. She once said, "Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life." Just as she rebuilt her life from her struggles, you too are being shaped by your experiences. Your chest pain is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced as you are being prepared for something magnificent. How will you allow this pain to shape you? The process of transformation is not easy, but it is essential. Embrace your chest pain, for it is a sign that your heart is opening to greater love, greater purpose, and greater understanding. Trust that God is with you, and that this journey, though challenging, will lead you to something far greater than you can imagine. Back and neck pain, energy ascension. Back and neck pain is something many chosen ones experience at some point during their spiritual journey. Have you ever felt that persistent discomfort in your back or neck, almost as if something is blocked or stuck inside you? Or perhaps you've experienced a tingling sensation rising up your spine for no obvious reason. These sensations might seem strange or even unsettling, but they carry a deeper spiritual significance. What if these pains are not just physical? They are signs of something profound happening inside of you. When you feel this discomfort, it's a clear message. Your energy field is expanding, and divine energy is flowing through you, unlocking old traumas and activating your spiritual sensitivity. Could this pain be a preparation for a new level of consciousness, a higher state of being? Your spine, the central energy channel of your body, is undergoing a significant transformation. Just as a physical channel carries life-giving blood throughout the body, your spine carries spiritual energy. And when this energy is being worked on, it can create tension or pain, especially in the back and neck areas. Have you ever felt the tension build in your body and wondered why? This is because the energy is accumulated from past emotional traumas and experiences are being released. It's not just a physical pain, it's the process of cleansing, a necessary part of your spiritual renewal. Although this can be uncomfortable, it is a pivotal moment in your growth as a chosen one. In Isaiah 40:29 it says, "He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak." This verse reminds us that even during times of discomfort, God is empowering you, strengthening you for the transformation ahead. The tension you feel is part of your spiritual cleansing, and through it, God is renewing and strengthening you for the purpose He has set before you. The neck, which connects your head to your heart, holds particular spiritual significance. It is linked to communication and expression. When pain appears in this area, it might signal resistance to change or difficulty expressing your truth. Could it be that you're holding on to emotions or thoughts that need to be let go? Is there a truth inside of you that you're struggling to voice? This resistance, both physical and emotional, manifests as tension. These pains may also indicate that you are receiving new energetic frequencies. God is preparing you for something greater, and your body is adjusting to handle this new energy. You are being recalibrated to align with your divine mission. Have you ever thought about the idea that these pains could be God's way of preparing you for a higher purpose? As the energy ascends within you, the process can feel intense, yet it is absolutely necessary for your spiritual growth. If you are experiencing these pains, it's essential to take care of your body and your energy. Stretching regularly, maintaining good posture, and engaging in gentle physical activities such as yoga or walking can help release the accumulated tension and facilitate the flow of energy through your spine. Have you ever noticed how taking a walk or practicing yoga can instantly ease the pressure you feel? These simple acts can help balance the energies and provide relief. Remember, nurturing your physical body is an important part of maintaining spiritual health. Equally important is paying attention to your emotions. Often, back and neck pain is linked to suppressed feelings, emotions you may be holding on to without even realizing it. Are there unresolved emotions or past experiences that you've buried deep within yourself? Allow yourself to feel and release these emotions. It might be through crying, writing in a journal, or talking to someone you trust. Do you think that releasing these emotions could ease the burden you carry? Remember, these pains are not a punishment. Instead, they are signs of spiritual evolution. God is preparing you for something much greater, and this process of energy ascension is a vital part of your journey as a chosen one. It's a transformative moment where you let go of what no longer serves you and open yourself up to new possibilities. In Psalms 55:22, God reminds us, "Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you." In times of pain and discomfort, can you trust that God is walking beside you, guiding each step of this transformation? When you feel overwhelmed, surrender your struggles to Him in prayer. Ask for strength and wisdom to navigate the changes happening within your life. Do you ever feel like you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders? As chosen ones, you might take on responsibilities that are not yours, which can intensify these physical pains. It's crucial to learn to say no when necessary and prioritize self-care. After all, you cannot help others effectively if you are not well within yourself. These pains in your back and neck are not signs of weakness, but of constant evolution. Your body is adjusting to receive more light, more energy, and more divine purpose. Trust in the process and allow yourself the space to grow. In Philippians 4:13, we are reminded, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." These words remind you that you are not alone in this journey. Even when the process is difficult, God is strengthening you. His guidance will sustain you as you continue moving forward. Reflect on the journey of Mahatma Gandhi, whose path was paved with immense personal and collective struggles. Despite facing relentless adversity, he carried on with his mission of non-violence, knowing that every hardship would lead to greater spiritual and societal transformation. Gandhi's ability to persevere through pain and suffering serves as a powerful example of how to transform discomfort into a source of strength and determination. Do you see how your pain might serve a similar purpose, to shape and strengthen you for your mission as a chosen one? In Romans 8:28, it says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Even in moments of pain, remember that God is at work in your life, shaping and molding you for something greater. Do you trust that, despite the challenges, everything is unfolding according to a divine plan? Allow this verse to remind you that your discomfort is not in vain, but is part of God's greater purpose for you. The story of Oprah Winfrey is another testament to the power of transformation through pain. She faced a difficult childhood, but her challenges became the catalyst for her transformation into one of the world's most influential figures. Oprah once said, "Turn your wounds into wisdom." How might your struggles like hers be shaping you for a greater purpose? Just as Oprah used her pain to inspire millions, you too can use your spiritual growth to positively impact others. Finally, Matthew 11:28-30 calls us to surrender. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Are you ready to rest in God's embrace, trusting that He will carry you through the pain? These pains are temporary, but what they are preparing you for is eternal. Continue walking forward with faith, knowing that the divine plan for your life is unfolding beautifully and that you are never alone. Trust the process and know that God is with you every step of the way. Forehead pain, awakening of intuition. Pain or pressure in the forehead, especially between the eyebrows, is something that many chosen ones experience at some point on their spiritual journey. Have you ever felt a sensation as if someone is gently pressing on this area, or a subtle discomfort that seems to come from within? Although it may seem strange or even uncomfortable, this sensation holds profound spiritual meaning. It signals the opening of your third eye. The third eye, located between your eyebrows, is the center of intuition and spiritual perception. As this energy center begins to activate, you start to see beyond the physical world. It's as if a new vision is awakened within you, allowing you to perceive hidden truths and understand the world on a much deeper level. Can you recall moments when things seemed to click for you, when an inner knowing suddenly emerged? This opening of the third eye is a sign that you are evolving spiritually. You are being prepared to perceive the divine messages that have always been around you, but are now becoming clearer. Along with the forehead pain, you may also notice that your dreams become more vivid, or that you begin to receive sudden visions or insights. These experiences can be startling, but they are forms of divine communication, signaling that you are connecting with something greater. Have you ever had a dream or an insight that seemed to hold more meaning than you could immediately understand? It is vital to pay attention to these moments, as they may bring important messages for your spiritual journey. Trust that God is guiding you through this awakening, revealing truths that you were not yet ready to see. However, this awakening process can be intense. As your body and mind adjust to this new sensitivity, discomfort may arise. It's as if you're learning to use a new sense, and like any new skill, it requires patience and practice. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the sudden flood of intuitive impressions? It is a sign that you are adjusting to this higher level of spiritual awareness, and although it may be uncomfortable, it's a crucial part of your growth. If you're experiencing this, it's important to take care of yourself. Set aside quiet moments to meditate and connect with God. During your meditation, visualize a violet or white light surrounding your forehead, bringing clarity and balance to your intuitive center. Ask God for guidance and for the wisdom to understand the messages you are receiving. Have you ever tried visualizing light to bring peace to your mind? This practice can help alleviate the discomfort while strengthening your connection to God. In James 1:5, we are reminded, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him." This verse assures us that God freely gives wisdom and understanding, especially as we seek to understand the deeper spiritual truths around us. When you're unsure about the insights or visions you're receiving, trust that God is guiding you toward clarity. He is teaching you how to trust your intuition and recognize the divine messages that come to you. Another helpful practice is to write down your dreams and insights. At first, the messages you receive may seem unclear or fragmented, but by recording them, you may begin to notice patterns or connections. Keeping a journal of your spiritual experiences can reveal deeper meanings over time. Have you ever written down a dream and later realized that it was a message meant for a specific moment in your life? This process helps you better understand what God is trying to show you. Additionally, it's essential to limit excessive stimuli that could overwhelm your mind. Spending too much time in front of screens or in chaotic environments can hinder your spiritual awakening. Have you noticed that time spent in silence or in nature helps to clarify your thoughts? Seek moments of quiet introspection where you can allow your mind to rest and adjust to this new sensitivity. These moments of rest will help you process the new energies that are entering your life. This pain in the forehead can also serve as a reminder that you are being called to trust your intuition more deeply. Often, we ignore the subtle signs and whispers from God, choosing instead to rely on logic or what seems rational. As a chosen one, however, you have been given a special gift of perception. It's time to embrace and trust this gift. When was the last time you followed an intuitive feeling only to find that it led you to something greater? Learning to trust your inner guidance is key to fulfilling your spiritual purpose. In Proverbs 3:5-6, we are reminded, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This verse highlights the importance of trusting in God's wisdom, even when it goes beyond what our logical minds can comprehend. Trust that your intuition is a divine gift, and God will help guide your steps as you walk in alignment with His will. If the pain or pressure in your forehead is causing you discomfort, remember that it is temporary. It is part of the spiritual awakening process, a sign that you are evolving and connecting with something far greater than yourself. Do not fear this transformation, for it is a gift from God. It is an opportunity to grow and draw closer to the purpose He has set for you. Have you considered that this process might be leading you to a new chapter in your life, one where you are more attuned to God's plan? Allow yourself the necessary rest when you need it. Spiritual awakening can be intense, and it is crucial to nurture both your body and mind during this process. Remember that you are not alone. God is with you, guiding each step and strengthening you to face the challenges that arise. In Isaiah 40:31 it says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." This verse assures you that as you trust in God, He will give you the strength to overcome any obstacles that come your way. Breathe deeply, take care of yourself, and move forward with confidence. You are on the right path, and God is by your side, guiding you every step of the way. This awakening of your third eye is a sign of the new spiritual vision being birthed within you. Trust the process and embrace the gifts that God is preparing for you on this journey. Weight on the shoulders, spiritual responsibility. Feeling a constant weight on your shoulders, even when you're not physically carrying anything, is a sensation that many chosen ones experience during their journey. Have you ever felt that invisible pressure, a heaviness that seems to bear down on you, even when there's nothing physically weighing you down? This discomfort can be difficult to explain, but it carries a profound spiritual meaning. It's more than just an inconvenience. It reflects your spiritual mission and the responsibilities you are called to carry as a chosen one. But why does this weight appear, and what does it truly signify? As a chosen one, you are tasked with responsibilities that go beyond the physical realm. These responsibilities are not always visible to others, but they can weigh heavily on your spirit and body. This weight on your shoulders symbolizes the emotional and spiritual burdens you carry. Have you ever found yourself absorbing the worries of others, taking on their pain and struggles, even though they aren't your own? It's almost as if your heart naturally reaches out to help. But in doing so, you unknowingly carry the emotional load of those around you. This is especially true for those who possess heightened empathy, as chosen ones do. You may feel the world's weight pressing down on you, not just in your own life, but in the lives of others as well. The weight you feel is a reflection of how deeply connected you are to others' pain. While empathy is a powerful gift, it can also become overwhelming. This is because chosen ones, by nature, have a greater sensitivity to the emotional energies of those around them. This can result in you absorbing more pain and responsibility than you are meant to carry. Often, without even realizing it, you take on problems and burdens that belong to others. This can leave you feeling exhausted, both physically and spiritually, and can create a sense of being overwhelmed by forces that are beyond your control. How often have you taken on the weight of another person's struggles, only to find yourself drained and confused about why you feel so burdened? This weight can also be a sign that your spirit is preparing for a new level of responsibility. As you grow spiritually, God is molding you for a greater purpose, and this process involves developing the strength to carry more significant responsibilities. It's as if you are being trained for a larger mission, one that requires not just strength, but resilience, wisdom, and compassion. Have you ever felt that God is preparing you for something bigger, but that preparation involves an emotional and spiritual load that you must carry? This feeling of weight is not a sign of weakness. It is a part of the transformation that is essential for you to fulfill your divine mission. In 1 Corinthians 10:13, we are reassured, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it." This verse offers a profound reminder that God will not allow you to bear more than you can handle. The weight you feel is part of the testing and refining process that shapes you into the person you are becoming. It is challenging, but it is never beyond your capacity to overcome. God, in His infinite wisdom, has already equipped you with the strength to endure these burdens, and He will always make a way for you to rise above them. Often, chosen ones unknowingly carry the emotional burdens of others. Have you ever found yourself trying to fix problems that weren't yours to fix? Perhaps you felt the need to solve issues that don't belong to you. Or maybe you've assumed responsibility for someone else's struggles because of your deep empathy. This can be overwhelming, and it is crucial to recognize that not everything you carry is yours to bear. Sometimes we take on responsibilities that God has not intended for us to carry. The weight you feel may be a result of absorbing more than you should. Do you think you might be carrying burdens that you need to release? Recognizing this is a significant step in finding peace and restoring balance in your life. In Galatians 6:2, we are called to carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. While it's important to help others, this verse emphasizes that we are not meant to carry their burdens alone. Helping others is part of our mission, but we must also learn to let go of burdens that do not belong to us. Sharing the load with others is part of the divine plan, but knowing when to release the weight is just as essential. Do you trust that by releasing what is not yours, you can better serve others and fulfill your own mission? To alleviate this weight, the first step is to surrender your burdens to God. Prayer is a powerful way to release what does not belong to you. In Matthew 11:28, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This promise offers a sense of relief for those who are struggling under heavy burdens. You do not have to carry the weight of the world alone. God invites you to come to Him, to give Him your worries and struggles, and He will give you rest. Have you allowed yourself to truly rest in God's care, trusting that He will carry the weight for you? Prayer is an act of surrender and trust that God will handle what you cannot. Another method to release the weight you feel is by connecting with the earth. Sometimes grounding yourself can help you reconnect and release the excess energy that you've absorbed. Try this simple practice. Stand barefoot on the ground, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Visualize the weight lifting from your shoulders and being absorbed by the earth, which is always ready to help balance your energies. This practice can bring relief, both physically and spiritually. Have you ever felt the grounding effect of nature when you needed to release stress? Nature's energy can help you feel centered, balanced, and recharged. Consider the example of Nelson Mandela, who carried the weight of his nation's suffering on his shoulders throughout his life. Despite being imprisoned for 27 years, Mandela never gave up on his mission for justice and equality. His ability to endure such immense weight was not due to physical strength alone, but to his deep spiritual resilience. He said, "I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb." Mandela's words remind us that, while the weight may feel overwhelming, the journey is part of a greater transformation. Just as he carried the weight of his country's struggles, you too are being molded to carry a greater purpose, even when the burden feels heavy. In Isaiah 41:10, we are assured, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This verse is a powerful reminder that even when the weight feels too heavy, God is always by your side, strengthening you to endure. You are never alone in your struggles, and God is with you, ready to provide the support you need to continue your mission. The weight you feel is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that God is preparing you for something greater. Your spiritual responsibility, though challenging, is an essential part of your growth. Trust that as you surrender your burdens to God and take time to rest and restore, He will guide you through each step of this transformative journey. Continue to walk forward with faith, knowing that God is by your side and that the weight you carry today is part of the divine purpose unfolding in your life. Pain in the legs and feet, spiritual path. Feeling inexplicable pain in your legs and feet, especially at night, can be a sign that something profound is unfolding in your spiritual journey. Have you ever experienced pain in your legs or feet when you're resting? Or perhaps during moments of deep reflection when the world around you is still? This sensation, though uncomfortable, is more than just a physical discomfort. It is connected to the spiritual progress you are making. These parts of your body are closely linked to movement and progress, both physically and spiritually. When you feel pain in your legs or feet, it's as though your body is signaling that your soul is on the move, preparing to take new steps. But what do these pains truly mean? The legs and feet are symbols of your ability to move forward in life. They carry you through your physical journey, but they also reflect your spiritual journey. Just as the body requires its legs to walk and run, your spirit requires movement to grow and evolve. When these pains arise, it can feel as though your body is mirroring your soul's effort to make progress. You are in a time of transition, a moment when your soul is preparing for something new. Could this pain be telling you that you're about to take a significant step in your spiritual journey? Have you ever experienced that feeling of restlessness when you know something is changing within, but you can't quite pinpoint what it is? That is your soul preparing to move forward. These pains in your legs and feet may also indicate that you are going through significant changes in your life. Perhaps you are at a crossroads where decisions need to be made and a new path is calling your name. Your soul is adjusting to these changes and your body is manifesting that transformation physically. The transition may not always be easy, but it is necessary for your growth. Have you ever felt a deep internal tug, as though something within you was urging you to step into the unknown? That pull is your spiritual calling, urging you to take the next step on your path. In moments like these, it's important to recognize that this pain can also be a sign of uncertainty, or feeling lost or directionless. When you feel unsure about the path ahead, the pain in your legs and feet can be a reminder that it's time to stop, reflect, and seek guidance. Have you ever felt like you were walking through life but unsure of where to go next? The spiritual path can often feel unclear, but rest assured, God is ready to guide you when you're open to receiving His direction. Sometimes we must pause and take the time to reflect on where we're headed. Are you listening for the guidance that God is offering? Are you allowing yourself to be still enough to hear the direction He is giving you? In Proverbs 3:5-6, the Bible says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." This verse speaks directly to moments when the way ahead is unclear. When you are unsure about your next steps, God's wisdom is the light that will guide you. These pains may be challenging, but they are not a sign that you are lost. They are a reminder that God is with you, lighting the way forward. Trust that even if you cannot see the full picture, God's plan for your life is unfolding. These pains can also be a reflection of emotional or spiritual blockages that are holding you back from moving forward. Perhaps you are carrying fears, doubts, or insecurities that are preventing you from taking that next step. Has there been something in your life that you are hesitant to release? Something that is holding you back from moving forward? Your body is telling you that it is time to let go of these burdens and step forward with confidence. The discomfort you feel is often the physical manifestation of the spiritual weight you are carrying. It's time to release the emotional and spiritual baggage that no longer serves you. If you are going through this, take a moment to ask yourself, am I on the right path? Reflect on your choices and seek to align your decisions with God's will. Sometimes these pains arise because we resist change or are not following the path that was meant for us. This is a time for meditation and seeking divine guidance. Visualizing light during meditation can bring clarity and relief. During this process, visualize a golden light surrounding your legs and feet, bringing healing and strength to every step you take. Ask God to show you the next steps, trusting that He will provide the clarity you need. Have you allowed yourself the time and space to truly seek God's guidance in your journey? In Isaiah 40:31, we are reminded, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." This verse offers great encouragement. When the path ahead seems difficult, when the weight feels too much to carry, God's strength will renew you. As you seek His guidance, He will give you the strength to continue, and your legs and feet will carry you with renewed energy. The pain you experience is temporary, but the strength God provides will last. Do you trust in His strength to guide you through this process? Consider the example of Marie Curie, who faced immense obstacles in her pursuit of scientific discovery. As the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, and the only person to win Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields, Curie's journey was filled with pain and perseverance. She endured physical exhaustion, isolation, and health issues, but her drive for discovery kept her moving forward. Marie Curie's commitment to her work, despite the challenges, mirrors the spiritual journey of overcoming pain in order to fulfill a greater purpose. Like her, your spiritual journey requires strength to push through the discomfort, knowing that each step is bringing you closer to your divine mission. Similarly, Walt Disney, who faced numerous failures and rejections early in his career, continued to pursue his vision despite the pain and setbacks. He once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." Disney's relentless pursuit of his dreams, despite the difficulties, reflects how spiritual growth requires resilience. Just as Disney moved forward with his vision, you too are being guided to trust the process. and continue walking through the discomfort, knowing that your spiritual path is leading you towards something greater. Finally, think about Rosa Parks, whose quiet act of defiance on a bus in Montgomery sparked the civil rights movement. Parks endured personal hardships and public scrutiny, but her decision to remain seated led to a movement that changed the course of history. She once said, "I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear." Like Rosa Parks, you are being called to push through the pain, to step forward with courage, even when the path is unclear or difficult. Her bravery serves as an inspiration for you to trust in the journey, no matter how hard it may seem. In Psalms 119:105, we are reminded, "Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path." This verse encourages us to trust in God's guidance, knowing that He is always illuminating our way, even in times of doubt. The pain you feel in your legs and feet is a reminder that you are moving forward, even when you can't see the end of the path. Trust that God's word is lighting the way, and He is guiding you through each step. The pain you feel in your legs and feet is a sign that you are in motion, advancing on your spiritual path. These pains may be uncomfortable, but they are also signs of progress and growth. You are being prepared for something greater. Trust the process, take care of yourself, and continue walking in faith, knowing that God is by your side, guiding every step you take. The journey ahead may not always be easy, but as you trust in God and remain faithful, you will walk the path He has laid out for you. Pain in the hands and arms, healing power. Feeling pain or tingling in the hands and arms may seem like a common occurrence, especially after long days or strenuous activities. But for the chosen ones, this experience can have a profound spiritual meaning. Have you ever felt a strange tingling sensation or pain in your hands or arms, even when you haven't physically overexerted yourself? This feeling, though it may seem simple, is deeply connected to your spiritual gifts. For you, it's a sign that you possess a unique power, the power of healing and energetic transformation. Your hands are not just physical tools, they are also channels for divine energy. When you feel pain or tingling in these areas, it is as if your body is preparing itself to work with spiritual energy. You may not fully understand it yet, but God is shaping you to be an instrument of healing. Just as your hands help you navigate the world physically, they are also designed to bring relief and comfort to others on a deeper spiritual level. Can you feel the sensation? A gentle calling, urging you to help those in need, to offer comfort and healing in moments of despair. Your hands, when used with intention and faith, hold the ability to alleviate suffering and transform pain into peace. This spiritual gift is not something you choose for yourself. It is something that has been given to you by God as part of your mission. When you experience these sensations in your hands and arms, it may also be a reminder to pay attention to those around you. Have you ever been unexpectedly drawn to someone in need, feeling compelled to reach out and offer help? Often, God places people in your path who need emotional, spiritual, or even physical support. Your hands carry special energy, and with each act of healing, whether it's a comforting touch, a prayer, or an encouraging word, you are using that energy to help others heal. This divine power has been entrusted to you. Have you been conscious of the impact your touch can have on those around you? Additionally, this pain in your hands and arms could be signaling that you are accumulating energy that needs to be released. You may be absorbing the spiritual or emotional energies of those around you. This can cause discomfort as the energy builds up in your body, needing to be released to maintain balance. Have you ever felt drained after helping someone or after being in a particularly charged environment? This sensation could be your body's way of signaling that it is time to release what you have absorbed and to restore your energy to its natural flow. In Mark 16:18, we are reminded, "They will lay hands on the sick and they will recover." This verse reinforces the divine power given to us to bring healing to others. Your hands, when used with love and intention, carry this power. The simple act of laying hands or offering a comforting touch has the potential to bring profound healing and comfort. But what does it take to harness this gift? It requires faith, trust in God's guidance, and a willingness to serve others. Every time you extend your hand in kindness, you are participating in the divine work of healing. The gift of healing isn't just about physical healing, it's also about emotional and spiritual restoration. Your hands are a tool for God's grace, and when you use them to bless others, you become an instrument for His love and healing. Have you ever noticed the profound effect a simple touch can have on someone in pain, or how your presence can bring peace to a troubled heart? These gifts are not meant to be kept to yourself. They are meant to flow through you to others. Your hands have the power to soothe, comfort, and heal in ways that go far beyond what you can see or understand. In Matthew 10:8, we are instructed, "Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give." This passage reminds us that the healing power we receive from God is meant to be shared. When you feel the pain or tingling in your hands and arms, it may be a divine nudge, prompting you to use your gift to help others. Every small act of kindness, every prayer, every comforting touch is a way of offering the healing energy that God has entrusted to you. Are you willing to embrace this responsibility and share your gift freely? These pains in your hands and arms are a reminder that you have been chosen for something special. They may be uncomfortable, but they are also a sign that you are being prepared to fulfill your divine mission. Trust the process. As you continue to grow into your purpose, it is essential to take care of yourself. Spiritual healing, while a beautiful gift, requires energy and balance. You must nurture your own well-being so that you can be a strong vessel for the healing work that God has entrusted to you. Consider the example of Florence Nightingale, whose work as a nurse revolutionized the field of healthcare. Nightingale's calling was rooted in her deep compassion for others, and she used her hands not just to comfort, but to change the lives of countless individuals. She once said, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse." Like Nightingale, you too are being called to serve others with your unique gifts. Your hands, as instruments of God's healing power, can transform lives, whether through direct physical help or through emotional and spiritual support. Think of Martin Luther King Jr., who used his voice and presence to heal and unify a nation divided by racial inequality. King's work was not just about advocating for justice, but also about healing the wounds of a broken society. He once said, "Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase." His words remind us that as you step into your healing mission, you may not always know where the path will lead, but with faith, you can heal and help those in need, one step at a time. In 1 Corinthians 12:9, we are reminded, "To another faith by the same Spirit, to another gifts of healing by that one Spirit." God has given you the gift of healing, and this gift is not meant for you alone. It is meant to be shared, to be used in service to others. Trust that God is guiding you, and as you embrace your role as a healer, you will bring light, peace, and comfort to those around you. Your hands are more than just tools. They are divine instruments of healing and transformation. Trust that the pain or tingling you feel is a sign that you are being shaped for a greater purpose. As you continue on your journey, remember to take care of yourself, stay connected to God, and use your hands to serve and heal others with love and wisdom. The world is in need of your unique gift, and God is equipping you to fulfill the mission He has placed on your heart. Stomach pain, inner transformation, a spiritual cleansing. Feeling discomfort in the stomach or abdominal area without any medical explanation can be a sign that something profound is happening inside of you. Have you ever experienced unexplained stomach pain, particularly when you're feeling emotional or stressed? This sensation, though it may seem purely physical, is often directly linked to your emotional and spiritual state. The stomach is an area where many emotions and energies are stored, and when something is being adjusted within you, it can manifest as physical discomfort. This pain isn't just a random occurrence. It is a spiritual signal that a transformation is taking place within you. When you feel stomach pain, it may be a sign that you are releasing old traumas or repressed emotions. Many of us carry unresolved issues, grievances, fears, insecurities, without even realizing it. These emotions accumulate over time, and eventually they affect our physical well-being. Have you ever noticed how stress or emotional turmoil can show up as stomach discomfort? Your body is sending you a message, urging you to let go of these emotional burdens. The discomfort is signaling that it's time to release what no longer serves you, those deeply rooted feelings that have held you back for so long. Trust that this release, though uncomfortable, is necessary for your growth and spiritual advancement. It is part of God's divine plan for your life, preparing you for something greater. Additionally, this stomach pain may be indicating that your energy is being adjusted for a new phase of your journey. When God is preparing you for a new level of consciousness, it requires shedding the old layers, beliefs, behaviors, and patterns that no longer align with your higher purpose. Does this sound familiar? When something deep within you needs to be healed or transformed, it may manifest as this physical discomfort in the stomach. It's a reminder that transformation begins from the inside out. The discomfort is not meant to break you, but to purify and prepare you for the greater work that lies ahead. Have you considered that the pain you're feeling might be God's way of aligning you with a higher purpose, a deeper connection to your true self? One important step in relieving this discomfort is practicing forgiveness. Often, negative emotions such as resentment, anger, or hurt are trapped in the body, particularly in the stomach area. These emotions may have been buried for years, but they cannot be fully released until you let go. Forgiveness is not only for those who have wronged you, it is for your own healing and inner peace. When was the last time you truly forgave someone, including yourself, for past mistakes? This act of release allows the energy to flow freely again, lifting the burden from your body and spirit. When you forgive, you are opening the door to healing, allowing yourself to move forward on your spiritual path. In Ephesians 4:31-32, we are reminded, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you." This verse underscores the importance of releasing negative emotions and embracing forgiveness. Your stomach pain is a sign that it's time to let go of what is weighing you down, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. By practicing forgiveness, you allow yourself to experience the peace and clarity that God desires for you. In addition to forgiveness, embrace the changes happening in your life. Transformation is often uncomfortable because it takes us out of our comfort zones, but it is during these times that we grow the most. God is always with you, guiding you through this process, helping you shed the old and embrace the new. Have you felt resistance to the changes happening in your life? It's common to fear the unknown, but trusting God's plan will bring you peace. Remember that even in the discomfort, He is there to sustain and guide you. In Isaiah 41:10, God comforts us with these words, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." These words are a reminder that God is with you in the midst of your pain and transformation. The discomfort you feel is not a sign of abandonment, but rather a sign of God's presence, preparing you for the next phase of your spiritual journey. Think of Serena Williams, who overcame many obstacles to become one of the greatest tennis players in history. Throughout her career, she faced both physical pain and emotional challenges, yet she continually pushed forward. She once said, "I've grown up with so much adversity that it's not hard to me to be tough." Serena's ability to transform pain into strength exemplifies how we can turn our personal struggles into opportunities for growth. Just as she used her perseverance to overcome adversity, you too are being shaped through your experiences to fulfill your higher purpose. Another powerful example is Albert Schweitzer, a doctor, philosopher, and humanitarian who gave up a comfortable life in Europe to provide medical care in Africa. Schweitzer's life was marked by sacrifice and inner transformation as he devoted himself to healing and service. He once said, "The purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others." Just as Schweitzer allowed his inner transformation to lead him to service, you are being called to embrace your own growth and use it to serve others in meaningful ways. Lastly, Maya Angelou, whose personal pain and life struggles shaped her into a powerful voice for change, serves as an example of transformation through adversity. Angelou's ability to turn her painful experiences into wisdom and art helped change the world. She said, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated." Angelou's words are a powerful reminder that even in our most difficult moments, we can transform our pain into a source of strength and healing for ourselves and others. In Romans 12:2, we are reminded, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will." This transformation is a process, one that takes time, effort, and trust in God's plan. Just as you transform physically, emotionally, and spiritually, you are being prepared for the next stage of your journey. The stomach pain is a signal that you are being purified, shedding old layers of trauma and making room for new growth. The pain in your stomach is a signal that you are undergoing a profound inner transformation. It is a moment to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the new life that God is preparing for you. Trust in the process, take care of yourself, and allow the healing to unfold. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you to a place of peace, strength, and clarity. You are transforming, and this discomfort is just a part of that journey. Keep moving forward, knowing that God is preparing you for something greater. Beloved chosen one, as we have explored in this journey, the physical pains you may be experiencing are not just random discomforts. They are signs of profound spiritual transformation. Whether it's the chest pains of heart expansion, the back and neck pains of energy ascension, the forehead pain from awakening intuition, the weight on your shoulders from spiritual responsibility, the pain in your legs and feet as you move forward on your path, or the discomfort in your hands and arms as you embrace your healing power. Each of these experiences is part of your divine journey. These sensations are reminders that you are evolving, shedding old layers, and aligning yourself with the greater purpose God has set before you. Trust the process and know that these experiences are preparing you for something greater. Thank you so much for being here today, for listening, and for sharing in this journey of spiritual awakening. Whether you choose to donate through Super Thanks or not, your presence and your participation mean the world to me. Every single one of you is appreciated, and I am deeply grateful for your support in whatever form it comes. Your engagement, your comments, and your kindness are all part of this beautiful community we are building together. If you feel moved to donate, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for your generosity. But please know that whether you donate or not, your support, your thoughts, and your prayers are more than enough. I'm thankful for each of you as you are part of this divine mission and journey. As you continue on your path, I bless you with peace, clarity, and strength. May you embrace the transformation taking place within you, knowing that God is always with you, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your spiritual mission. You are light, you are strong, you are a chosen one. Remember, share this video with someone who may be going through the same process, and comment below to let us know which of these sensations you have experienced. Together, we can support each other in this beautiful journey of growth. Keep shining your light, for you are destined for greatness. With love and blessings.